My life before Fitness Together was more of a mundane, routine type of try to squeeze in fitness. It was more of an afterthought than anything else. Since I've joined Fitness Together, it's become more of a regular part of life, like brushing your teeth, washing your hands. It's just something that you do. So it's not even something I think about, it's something that is now who I am. Some of the hesitations I had before joining Fitness Together were all discussed in a very lengthy conversation I had with the manager of the Wauwatosa branch, Chad. And we went through a lot of kind of a question and answer series, which, you know, my hesitation all kind of centered around making sure that I felt comfortable, that the trainer knew what he or she was going to be talking about, that my goals were going to take priority, because that's why I'm coming here. And through this whole question and answer session, that really built a confidence in me that I knew that Fitness Together was the company that was going to help me not just hit my goals, but do it in a way that it is done in a partnership. And that's something that I haven't seen in my past. Since I've been coming to Fitness Together, what this program, this whole concept has helped me do is realize that the results are possible. It helped me understand that deep down there is a drive to do what I've always wanted to do and have failed at before. I'm succeeding much more in this program, and that's something that I've reached a point thinking, you know what, I've tried so many other things, nothing's working. So how can this be any different? It's a world different, because it has taught me that, you know what, if you want something bad enough, you can do it. It's not just your own will, but it's the partnership of who you're going to be reaching your goal with. And that's really something that has opened my eyes and just really made me feel so much better about myself, made me feel better about family life, about work. Everything is affected positively, because no matter what kind of goal you set for yourself, if you reach it and you do so with your own willpower, there's no better feeling than that. The nutrition classes that are offered here, the course that Fitness Together provides, has really opened my eyes in a different way to how I used to perceive food. The way that it's categorized is different. I always knew that, you know, you should be eating small meals several times throughout the day. It's just better for you. But what I didn't know is what should be in each of those meals. And I was very surprised to find out through this nutrition program that it's a lot easier to do than what most people think. And I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Atkins, I've done Nutrisystems, all these other things that try to teach you this different concept. None of that teaches you the right way to eat. Fitness Together teaches you the right way to eat. The staff at Fitness Together is very welcoming. You know, no matter if you're a seasoned workout individual or if it's your first or second time here, everyone knows who you are. It's kind of like a Cheers episode. They know your name. They're open and warm and ready to answer any kind of questions you have, and making sure that you have the towels and the drink and you're set up and you know what you need to do. It's not a place where you feel like you're at a stuffy club and you're in this little cylinder all by yourself and you got to do what you need to do. It's a whole team concept. Everyone here, as strange as this may sound, but everyone here is to help you hit your goal. Even though you're working with one trainer, it's a whole team concept. So it's a very, very warm feeling. Of the many aspects of my success in Fitness Together, one of the things that really stands out to me is my trainer's ability and knowledge of what I need to do. It's surprising how little of a change in a movement of what I used to think was the right move compared to what I was taught to do, what a hugely different impact that's had on my body. And no matter who I'm working out with, each of these trainers, they're very well educated. They are very slow in making sure that you understand exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. They're very supportive. They are constantly watching my form, so I never have to worry about any exercise I'm doing if I'm doing it wrong, too fast or too slow. They're right there making sure I'm doing it absolutely perfectly, because that's going to make the best result. If a friend of mine asked me, after a lengthy time of considering what kind of program he or she should join, and they're not really sure and they've been waiting for a long time, like I did, I waited 3 years before I joined Fitness Together, my advice to that person is make your decision today. Listen to exactly what I'm talking about, because I know from experience of the different programs to being in here what kind of results, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally, that you get out of a client being with Fitness Together. The longer you wait, the more you are jeopardizing your health, the more that you're putting your potential happiness delayed, because it's, once I joined and I started seeing the results in all those different areas, I was kicking myself and asking, why didn't I start sooner? People always say there's no better time than the present. If I had that 3 years back, I would go back and join immediately.